Before we get into it, let me show you some of the reviews people have left for the Ninja Af101 Air Fryer on Amazon. Because sometimes buyers just get it. 5 stars. Quote, I made French fries at 11 p.m. in silence while my husband was sleeping 6 feet away. This machine and I have a secret life now. Okay, 5 stars. Quote, my oven has not been turned on in 4 months. It just sits there, humiliated. Valid. 1 stars. Quote, 1 star. I bought this thinking I'd eat healthier. I have eaten 47 pounds of mozzarella sticks since March. Fair enough. 5 stars. Quote, my kids now think I'm a good cook. I have done nothing to correct this. I mean, 2 stars. Quote, 2 stars. It reheats pizza so perfectly that I no longer have any reason to order fresh pizza, and the delivery guy and I were getting close. Noted. 5 stars. Quote, I put frozen chicken nuggets in at 7 p.m. By 7:12, I had completely forgotten what sadness felt like. Respect. Alright, let's actually get into the Ninja Af101 Air Fryer review. Here's something nobody told you about the Ninja Af101 Air Fryer. This thing has been quietly sitting at the top of Amazon's bestseller charts for years, and most people still don't know what actually makes it different from the dozen other black plastic boxes claiming to change your cooking life. Today we find out if the hype has any substance behind it. If you just want the short answer before you scroll away, here it is. The Ninja Af101 earns a solid 4.4 out of 5 from us. It is genuinely excellent for anyone cooking for 1 to 3 people. The ceramic coated basket is a dream to clean. It gets food properly crispy, not just warm and slightly less soggy. And the dehydrate function is a hidden gem most buyers never even use. The main limitations are basket size if you have a bigger family, and the control panel is pretty basic. But overall, for what it costs, this air fryer is a very easy recommendation. Now let's get into all of it. Alright, so opening the box, the first thing you notice is how compact this thing actually is. The packaging is clean, nothing excessive, and inside you get the main unit, the 4-quart basket with the ceramic coated crisper plate already inside it, and a quick start guide. That's it. No extra accessories, no fancy rack system, just the essentials, which honestly tells you a lot about the philosophy of this product. It's designed to be simple and approachable. Build quality right out of the box feels reassuringly solid. The exterior is a matte black plastic that doesn't feel cheap, it doesn't flex when you press it, and the basket slides in and out with a satisfying click. The handle has a decent grip, and the button on top to release the basket is easy to operate one-handed, which matters more than you'd think when you're mid-cook with greasy fingers. First impressions are genuinely positive. It looks like an air fryer that was designed by people who actually cook, not just by an engineering team hitting a price point. Let's talk specs, but only the ones that actually affect your life in the kitchen. First, capacity. 4 quarts, that translates to roughly 2 pounds of French fries in a single batch, a whole chicken breast with room to breathe, or a solid serving of vegetables for 2 people. For singles and couples, it's perfect. For families of 4 or more, you will be cooking in batches, which is the main limitation to know going in. Second, temperature range. The AF101 goes from 105 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 400 degrees. That low end is what enables the dehydrate function, more on that in a second. The high end at 400 degrees is where the real crisping magic happens, and it reaches that temperature faster than most competitors in this price range. Third, the 4 cooking functions: air fry, roast, reheat, and dehydrate. Air fry is obviously the headline, but roast is genuinely useful for smaller cuts of meat and vegetables. Reheat is dramatically better than a microwave for anything that was originally crispy: pizza, fries, fried chicken. Dehydrate is the sleeper hit. Set it low and slow, and you can make beef jerky, dried fruit, or veggie chips at home. Fourth, the ceramic-coated non-stick basket. This is a big deal. Ceramic coatings are generally considered safer and more durable than older PTFE-based non-stick surfaces, and cleanup is genuinely effortless. A quick wipe or a run through the dishwasher and it looks brand new. Fifth, the wattage sits at 1550 watts. That is enough power to get food genuinely hot and crispy without unusually long cook times. It heats up quickly and holds temperature consistently, which is what separates a good air fryer from a mediocre one. So how does it actually perform day to day? In a word, reliably. We ran this through 2 solid weeks of regular cooking. Frozen French fries came out golden and crispy in about 16 minutes, and we're talking actual crunch when you bite in, not the sad soft result you get from an oven. Chicken wings took about 22 minutes, and the skin was genuinely crackling. Fresh vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts roasted beautifully with just a light spray of oil. 1 quart worth knowing, like most basket-style air fryers, you do need to shake or flip food halfway through cooking for even results. The AF101 doesn't remind you automatically, so setting a phone timer halfway is just part of the routine. It's a small thing, but first-time air fryer users sometimes expect fully hands-off cooking and then wonder why one side of their food is more done than the other. Noise level is moderate. It's not silent, but it's not disruptive either. You can hold a normal conversation in the kitchen without raising your voice. Preheat time is minimal, usually under 3 minutes, and once you establish your go-to settings for your favorite foods, this machine becomes genuinely effortless to use. Speed, consistency, and reliability, it delivers on all three. The first major strength is that ceramic basket, and it really does deserve its own spotlight. Cleanup after air frying can be genuinely awful with cheaper units, baked on grease, scratched coatings, food stuck in the mesh. With the AF101, you wipe it out or toss it in the dishwasher and you're done. Over time, easy cleanup is what keeps a kitchen appliance out of the cabinet and on the counter. The second big strength is the temperature range, enabling that dehydrate function. Most entry-level air fryers cap out at a minimum of 200 degrees, which is too hot for proper dehydrating. The AF101 going down to 105 degrees opens up a whole category of cooking that buyers often discover months in and suddenly feel like they unlocked a bonus feature they didn't know they paid for. The third strength is consistency and reliability over time. This is not a machine that starts strong and then develops hot spots or inconsistent heating after 6 months. User feedback going back years consistently reports that the performance holds up. For a kitchen appliance that sits on your counter and gets used multiple times a week, longevity and consistency matter enormously, and the AF101 delivers both. Let's be real about the limitations, because every product has them. The first real con is basket capacity for larger households. 4 quarts is genuinely fine for 1 to 3 people, but if you're regularly cooking for 4 or more, you will spend a lot of time doing multiple batches. That's not a deal breaker, but it's worth knowing before you buy. If you need to cook a full meal for a family in one go, you should be looking at the 5.5 or 6 quart versions of the Ninja lineup instead. The second con is the control interface. The AF101 uses a simple dial and button setup, which works perfectly well but offers no smart features, no app connectivity, no preset programs beyond the 4 cooking functions, and no built-in shape reminder. If you want a more guided cooking experience with step-by-step prompts or digital precision controls, this isn't it. It's intentionally basic, and most users appreciate the simplicity. But if you're used to more feature-rich appliances, the stripped-back controls can feel underwhelming initially. The third limitation is visibility during cooking. The basket design means you genuinely cannot see what's happening inside without pulling the basket out. There's no window. You are cooking by time, temperature, and instinct. Again, most users adapt quickly and it becomes second nature, but it's a real design trade-off worth mentioning. We looked at what real buyers are saying, and the pattern is pretty consistent. One buyer wrote, "I told myself I didn't need an air fryer for 3 years. I was wrong. I have made fries 4 times this week and feel zero guilt about it." Honestly, relatable. Another review summed it up practically. "This is the 3rd air fryer I've owned, and the first one I haven't wanted to throw out a window after 6 months. The basket actually cleans properly. Game changer." That cleaning theme comes up over and over in buyer feedback, and it lines up completely with our own experience. And then there's this gem. "My husband said we didn't have counter space for this. The air fryer now lives on the counter. My husband now lives around the air fryer. 5 stars. That right there is the AF101 experience in a nutshell. Once it's in the kitchen, it earns its spot. So here's the bottom line. Buy the Ninja AF101 if you're cooking for 1 to 3 people, you want genuinely crispy results without deep frying. Easy cleanup is a priority, and you'd love a bonus dehydrate function that might just surprise you. It is an excellent, reliable, well-built machine at a fair price. Skip it if you're regularly feeding 4 or more people and batch cooking will frustrate you, or if you want smart features, app control, or a more guided digital cooking experience. In those cases, step up to a larger or more feature-rich model. But for the majority of buyers considering this, it earns the recommendation clearly. Drop a comment below, worth it or skip it. I read every single one. If this review saved you some time and some second guessing, hit that like button, it genuinely helps, and subscribe because we post a new honest review every single week. See you in the next one.